Hello everyone. The story I'm going to share today is Wei Shi was rescued by a dragon. In the Tang Dynasty, there was a woman named Wei Shi. She was a daughter in a family of nobility. One day, she was riding a horse with her husband as their family traveled to Shu State. When they came to the mouth of Luo Valley, the terrain was quite dangerous, and the horse suddenly became scared and reared. Wei Shi fell off the horse and dropped into a crevice that was several hundred feet deep. When her husband looked down, they could only see a black hole. There was no road leading down it. The whole family began to cry loudly. They did not know what to do. Finally, they changed into clothing worn to mourn for the dead, and they arranged food near the spot they felt to memorialize her. Then they helplessly went home. Wei Shi landed on a large amount of dead leaves, so she was not injured. She passed out when she landed. By the time she woke up, she felt very hungry. It was winter time, and the weather was snowing. She used the leaves to wrap the snow and eat it. She looked around and realized that she fell down a deep crack in the rock. It was hard to tell how deep it was. She looked up to the place where she dropped. It felt as though she were looking upwards from the bottom of a well. She was surprised, and she was alive. Wei Shi suddenly saw a light in the crack, and it was getting bigger. There were two beams of light, and when it got closer, she saw that they were the eyes of a dragon. She was terrified and pressed her back against the wall. The dragon appeared to be nearly 50 feet long. Then it moved to the mouth of the hole and flew outside it. In no time, it appeared with another two beams of light. Another dragon was flying above her. She thought to herself, "I'd rather be killed by the dragons than wait here to die." So all of a sudden, when one of the dragons flew near her, she leapt on its back and clung to it. She was flying atop the dragon upward until they emerged from the crevice and continued to gain altitude. She dared not look down. She spent nearly half a day riding on the dragon's back with her eyes closed. When she finally opened her eyes, the dragon was only several meters from the ground. She could see the vast sea and the rolling grassland. She was afraid that the dragon would take her deep into the sea, so she jumped off its back and landed on a pile of grass. She felt unconscious, but shortly after woke up. Wei Shi had not eaten anything for 3 days. She felt exhausted, hungry, and thirsty. As she slowly walked, she met a fisherman. The fisherman was surprised to see her. She told him her story in detail. Then the fisherman went to his boat to take her some food and water to help her recuperate before sending her home. When she arrived home, the whole family wept tears of joy, and they thanked the fisherman with 20,000 coins. Decades later, Peigang, Wei's cousin, served as the magistrate of Gaoan in Hangzhou during the Zhenyuan era. He recounted this incident in person. From this story, it's easy to imagine that the ancestors of Wei family must have accumulated great virtue. Otherwise, ordinary people wouldn't have survived such a disaster. Facing today's frequent calamities, I would like to remind you, kind-hearted person, to continue doing good deeds for your family, for your future, and to always consider others first. It is absolutely true, those who sincerely help others will surely be protected by God. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More Cha-Ching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.